Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bro Connections podcast. I'm here with Sebastian, Ansel, and Ali, coming at you with an episode recorded on Thursday. We have a few things to talk about. How are you guys doing today?
Very good.
Good.
That's good to hear. Did you guys have a good Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
I did.
Didn't really do anything.
Me neither. I got
Learned about it in Spanish. That was about it.
Yeah, I think Mr. Gutierrez is going to give me extra credit for that. When I walked in, I said,
probably will.
Feliz Cinco de Mayo, senor. I said that.
Name drop.
So, he doesn't care. He has his own podcast.
True.
But yeah, I went to AMPM. I got a free burrito. I'm going to eat that today. It looks pretty legit.
Free burrito for what?
For Cinco de Mayo.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
dude,
so
you
what-
need to get the AMPM app. You could be hitting that up every day since it's like next to your house.
Yeah, I don't
How
have a.
good is the app? Like, do you just get free stuff every day?
Yeah. Well, not exactly every day, but if you check into an AMPM every day, you can get a free scratcher and potentially win something. But then sometimes there's just random deals. Like, I got a free burrito for Cinco de Mayo. And I think every week, like Saturday and Sunday, you can get a free hot dog or like a free egg sandwich or something.
If they give you a free burrito on Cinco de Mayo, do they give you like free eggs on Easter? Or like hot chocolate on Christmas?
Maybe. The hot chocolate on Christmas sounds like something they would do. On Valentine's Day, I got a free cupcake. Or free 2 cupcakes, actually.
Wow, I gotta get that app.
I know, it's super
Yeah, that's
legit.
great.
Well, that wasn't
Make
the
it
first
seem
thing
like
we were
somebody
going to
gave
talk about,
cupcakes,
but
dude.
I appreciate AMPM.
Do you
EDP,
how do you use it?
how do you use it? I'll pull it up on my phone. Basically, you have the app, and then it provides you with a barcode, and you just pick the item that goes with the deal that you're trying to use, and then they scan your barcode. Look,
By the way, we're not sponsored by AMPM.
we're not sponsored by AMPM. We just appreciate their
Would be cool
service.
if we were, though.
Yeah, AMPM,
You click-
If you see this video, like, you know what to do.
You check in for a scratcher, and you scratch it off, and you might get a deal. Here are the deals. Today, I could get. Oh, what? I have a free 3-pack of AMPM cookies in my wallet.
Nice.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have to get that later.
Jesus.
Crazy.
And it's not even like free, but you have to pay 5 cents for tax or whatever. They just give it to you for free, and you just scan the code. It's pretty legit.
Mm.
Well,
Isn't that like tax fraud or something?
that is not tax fraud. They're just they're just giving it to you for free.
So they're paying out of their pocket for taxes, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Do they even have to do taxes on a
Can
free
you use
item?
the app at home?
No. To do the scratchers, you have to go to AMPM, but you can set up your app at home and you can check the deals at home.
Come on, so you like
Okay.
basically live there. Could just like jump over your fence.
I
And
know. I
you're
just I
there.
don't have a device to use it with.
Ask
That makes sense.
one of your parents, say, I am going to get free food from AMPM. And they will say, that's a great idea. And they'll give you their phone.
That's exactly what they'll say.
Uh-huh. They'll empower you to go
Yeah, that
every
might be a
single
good
day.
idea.
Okay, well.
Well,
EDP 445. Is that what you guys want to talk about?
That's
So,
plan.
we all know him as the pedophile that I made a video on. He was a big YouTuber. He had 2.3 million subscribers before he lost a bunch. Then he got exposed as a pedophile by predator poachers. Predator poachers, not predator poachers as a whole, but Chet Goldstein, one of the people that are in the organization, I guess, he got banned from YouTube. Same time EDP got banned. So, EDP is now on Face. What?
Why did he get banned? The Predator Hunter guy.
So allegations came out that he was a racist. It's not even allegations. It's like he did some pretty bad stuff. He said the N-word hard R a lot in an insulting way to, yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. But that's not why he got banned. He got banned because he had a past account that he was making videos on, and he got banned on there. And he was ban evading. So they banned him for that.
Is ban evading where you're banned on one account and you try to come back by making a new account?
Yes. You're not allowed
Oh,
to do
okay.
that. EDP got banned for being a pedophile.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, you could say both of the bans were deserved.
I
But
don't know.
EDP is not banned on Facebook, and he's back on Facebook. He made a video. I think let me see when it came out 22 hours ago, and EDP is announcing his new website, edp445.com. Are you excited for it? Are you guys
What's he gonna do
excited?
there?
That's where all his videos are going to go. Dude, it's
I
going to
don't
be
really know
bigger
what he
than
does.
YouTube.
I don't know about his content.
His content was kind of funny, but really it was just him trying to say outlandish stuff and joking about beating his wiener and stuff like that. But edp445.com is coming soon. It's going to be bigger than YouTube. It's going to take over.
Yeah, definitely.
The #1 video streaming site. So he's trying to start he calls it the Eat That Pussy movement. That's literally what he said. And I don't know if it's going to go well. I'm not the biggest fan of the EDP movement. Oh, how do I see the comments? Earlier I saw a comment, like the first one was in support of him. Like, let's go, he's back. But then the next one, he acts really hard in the video. And it's like, he's just insulting the guy that caught him. At one point, he says that he's gonna fuck the other dude in the ass and take his manhood. and then he goes, with my big ass dick. But I got a small one though. And it was really funny. But it was like, why? It's so stupid. And
Yeah, kind of dumb.
what he also attempts to do in the video is take away credibility from the man that exposed him by saying, he said the N-word. He is not credible. I am a good guy. Is basically what he said. And he just doesn't acknowledge what happened at all.
That doesn't mean anything.
That's not how it works.
And it's just like,
No.
you're trying to take away credibility, but bro, you're a pedophile, you know?
It doesn't compare. I don't think anything can really top that. No.
Yeah,
And that's
both
not
are
how it
bad,
works. Like,
but-
just because the other person does bad things doesn't mean you didn't do said thing.
Yeah, it's just a bad dude that did a good thing in a bad way. The catching was terrible too. Like, it was really funny, but it wasn't good. It wasn't
Oh,
proficient.
okay. Well, heroes aren't always good. I don't know.
Yeah, my favorite
Heroes
superhero is the
villain.
Joker. 2019.
I don't know if he's a hero though necessarily.
He was a hero in my mind when I watched that movie. Okay, well,
I understand that.
you guys have any thoughts on EDP or EDP445.com or anything?
Probably should have been arrested.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
should he have been arrested?
What was he gonna
I mean,
do?
isn't that
What was
like
he gonna
kind of
do?
what happens
This is the
when
thing.
you're a pedophile?
Technically, he did not do anything to a 13-year-old girl because there was no 13-year-old girl there. And the police of the area that he's in, which I believe is Bakersfield, California, they said that the investigation conducted by Mr. Alex, otherwise known as Chet Goldstein, was so bad that they can't use it against EDP.
But
Like-
he's a pedophile.
Wow.
People try to do the Chris Hansen stuff, but they don't realize that Chris Hansen had a team of police that were conducting an investigation at the same time, like teamed up with Chris Hansen, and that's how they actually like got arrested afterwards.
Damn.
If you just pretend to be a 13-year-old girl and
So he
catfish a
busted
dude,
him, but in a not very legit way.
yeah. And also, you could make the argument that he wouldn't have otherwise sought after a 13-year-old girl if she didn't talk to him first, which she did in this case. Chris Hansen and them would sit in chat rooms and wait for guys to message their decoy, but they went out of their way to go for EDP. But also, that argument can be kind of debunked that he wouldn't have done it otherwise, because there's 5 other girls, and I'm pretty sure all of those ones are real.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's like, we learned this in the starting class, some sort of law where if you break the law, even if like, I guess you were like tempted to do it by someone else, it doesn't matter. It's still like considered, you know, that you've broken the law. Like the one guy, I don't remember his name, but it was at the one like shootout in, I think it was like the early 80s. No, it was in the early 90s. Had like the family and the dad was like a member of like the Ku Klux Klan. How the ATF agent like pretended to be like I don't know, like a gun smuggler, and like offered to sell him an illegal gun as like an agent. And you could argue like yeah, well, he wouldn't have done it if he was never offered, but they still did it and considered it a crime and were gonna arrest him for it and shot his dog.
So, I don't know. He's not going to end up in prison. Keemstar thinks he will, but I don't think he's going to end up in prison. Chet Goldstein probably made so much money off this thing. So he's set. Like, he probably doesn't even care that he got terminated off of YouTube. Because you remember how when the video was being teased, like, they were teasing the editing, like, a week before the actual video dropped? Well, they had the video done, like, days before it dropped, but what they were doing is they had it on private so that they could wait for monetization. So, he just tried to monetize the situation as much as he could, and he also sold t-shirts and stuff. Like, he sold the chat logs. Earlier today, a kid in advisory showed me a picture of EDP's wiener. And I mean, at least EDP's being honest. It wasn't huge. It was not big. You know.
Was it Mr. H?
What? No, he didn't show me the picture.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. Imagine.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Dude, I heard a story. This is really off topic, but a kid told me this week that in PE, some kid walked into the teacher's little office room. I'm not going to say which teacher, but a kid walked in and witnessed the teacher watching hardcore porn.
What?
Some
believe kids, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the kid like told me that and then called someone from across the room and they were like, "Oh, yeah, that totally happened." So, it got corroborated by a few people.
Would you say these were reliable individuals?
I would say that it's like a 10% chance that it's true.
What?
Then it's probably not. That means it's most likely not true.
No, but they were sure that it happened. They all would tell you that it's 100% it's true. But maybe he was just watching a YouTube video or something and some kid like just made that up. Because the people that told me it, they didn't actually see it happen. Whatever happened was between the teacher and that kid.
I bet it's based off of some sort of small kernel of truth, but it's not quite that.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That's how all lies.
But I just thought that was funny.
How could the kids be so certain if they didn't like actually see it happen?
I know. They just want to trust the other kids, and it's like they just want to say this drama stuff. If this was really true, wouldn't the teacher like be fired? Because can't they see what they're doing over the Wi-Fi? Maybe not. but
They'd get fired, I'd say.
I don't know if they can. Yeah, they probably would.
they would at least get suspended
I mean-
for like a week. Like watching that during
It'll be
class? Are
more
you
than
kidding me?
suspended. Yeah,
I don't know.
It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of like moving parts in that. Like, one, would the teacher really be that dumb to where they would like allow a kid to possibly see that? you know?
Yeah. The story's like
Like,
this is
uh,
how I imagine the story in my head. Teacher's at his computer just watching it like this,
And I don't.
like not saying anything. He's just watching it. And they told me he wasn't even doing anything. He was just watching it like this. And then a kid, I assume that it's like changing time. So there's a bunch of kids in the locker room and he's just sitting there watching porn on his computer. And then a kid just walks in.
Yeah, I don't think a teacher would do that.
I know, it's so improbable. It doesn't make sense. But it's really funny to think about it. But like, what if?
I guess so. Well, clearly, if that is true, the teacher does not subscribe to a NoFap.
Yeah, I'm on day 2 right now.
Right on, Soul?
I really hope that I can keep it going. Oh, Ansel, how many days are you right now?
7.
Dang. I made it 6 and then I
Hope
failed.
You speak the truth, Ansel. If so, that is very impressive.
Yeah,
Happy-
good job.
Happy for what you
You
have
should be
done.
proud.
You should. You should celebrate. Not by watching porn, though. Like that.
Yeah, celebrate
Don't do
within the rules of NoFap. Okay.
that. Exactly.
Well, you guys want to move on to the next thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner, superstar athlete. And now politician? What?
Whoa, 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 dude, dude, that was Bruce. Jenner.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Jenner was an athlete. Caitlyn Jenner is not an athlete. Come on, man. Christ.
Never mind.
Like, it's 2021, bro. That was a completely different person.
Did you know Bruce
Bruce
Jenner
Jenner
killed a
died,
man?
8 years ago. What'd you say?
Bruce Jenner killed a man.
Himself?
With his car, right?
Yeah, with his car.
Oh, he actually killed someone.
Yeah, by accident, but it is manslaughter. Like, the dude died. But, you know, it's not Caitlyn Jenner who killed the person. It was Bruce Jenner, so it's cool.
Yeah. Caitlyn Jenner is not a murderer.
Maybe. You can't really
Yeah, Bruce
trust
Jenner
anybody
died in-
that's
Bruce
that
Jenner
famous
died in
in
2015.
government. They probably kill babies.
Probably, man.
Yeah. Who do you think kills babies
Yeah.
in the government right now?
Who kills babies?
Mm-hmm. Who's
in
most
the
likely?
government? I mean, I don't know. Gavin Newsom, he's in a bad spot right now. I wouldn't put it past him.
I agree. I think that probably the top 38 out of the 40 top positions in government all harvest babies and probably drink their blood.
Such a weird number.
I'm just saying.
That top 30?
Top 40. 38 out of the top 40.
The system. Anyway, you're probably right. Wasn't there that clip? It's not in my memory. I remember the Nancy Pelosi one more vividly, but it was like a clip. This was back when you couldn't dine in at restaurants, but it's like Gavin Newsom with his mask off, dining in at a restaurant. I believe.
Really?
I don't remember that one as vividly, but that was.
I swear.
And,
Wasn't it like Christmas or Thanksgiving or something, and Gavin Newsom said that you couldn't have big gatherings, and then he went to one? Or am I tripping?
I think that's what I'm thinking of. It was something like that. But I also know this one I have no doubt about. Nancy Pelosi, this is also back when you like could not go inside businesses, basically, non-essential ones, or like different like hair salons and stuff were closed. But there's like video footage of her going in a hair salon. This is a long time ago in San Francisco and like totally getting her like hair styled, whatever she does.
You know, she needs to be
It's like,
looking
wow,
good.
Hypocrite.
Also, I saw
Yeah,
you
but
nodding
that's
your head
like
no.
essential work.
What's up?
What?
Did you nod your head? You went like this. Like you were
So what?
disagreeing.
Oh yeah, that was dumb. Why would he do that?
I know. Well, I thought you
Yeah.
had like more information or something. Okay. But yeah, that's
Bad
messed up.
timing.
You shouldn't be enforcing stuff on other people that you're not going to enforce on yourself.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Like, it's one thing just to like enforce like really totalitarian regulations on everyone, but then to not even like follow it yourself, it's like, oof. Never. a
That's
good
what
look.
that's probably what most totalitarian governments like do. Totalitarian.
Totalitarian. There you go. Totalitarian. It's a hard word. English is tough.
Ah, I forgot it for a
I
second.
mean, yeah. I mean, in Romania, when Romania was communist, you couldn't. I think I've already said this a lot before, but you couldn't be out past 10 o'clock, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And you couldn't ever sleep over at someone else's house. You had to sleep over at your own house or like a hotel, or in something like that.
How would they enforce that?
How would they enforce that?
Street patrol.
People would rat you out, man.
Yeah. You
Hey,
probably
so do me through going over to Stefan's house. You
I don't know
stuff like
about Romania, but I know that like in Russia and like the USSR, neighbors would rat each other out because they would get benefits from it.
Yeah, I don't know if they got benefits, but I know in Nazi Germany too, kids, when they would go to like the re-education camps and they would come back, they would like rat out their parents when their parents weren't thinking correctly. Because, you know,
Yeah.
you pledge allegiance to the state first, then your family. State is first before your family. Right? Right?
I guess so. I guess you could say that.
I'm kidding.
Well,
in countries like that, it was.
how did you guys feel about the game we played at lunch today?
Fun.
Oh, yeah. That was really good. That was good.
It was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, no.
So,
I would say ways we could maybe improve it. I don't know.
oh wait, let me
pretty good
explain
right
what the
now.
game is.
Think of.
So,
we should explain what it is.
for those who don't know, we are not allowed to do sports such as basketball or frisbee where we throw a thing or all touching on the same thing. We can't do that. But today we played a game with a frisbee called Dodge Frisbee that I made, where
Dodge
what
Frisbee, come on.
Dodge Frisbee's
Dodge.
good. That's a good name, right?
It's Frisbee-Dodge. That's
It's
think
not Frisbee-Dodge, it's
sounds a lot- rolls
Dodge
off the tongue
ball.
Better than Dodge Frisbee.
What do you call dodgeball? Dodge ball.
Frisbee sounds stupid.
Dodge Frisbee is better.
Dodge Frisbee sounds dumb.
Yeah, Dodge Frisbee
Yeah.
sounds really dumb.
Okay, we should call it Frisbee Attack.
Yeah, we could. I don't know. Anyway.
But
So yeah,
yeah.
basically,
What Frisbee firing
we stand
squad.
in front. Yeah, Frisbee firing squad.
yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring mine tomorrow, so it'll be epic.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have two
Yeah,
people.
we-
So,
Two attackers.
do you want to explain or you want me to?
I guess I could explain. So
Okay.
basically, you have one person, in this case, I can't say his name, but one guy who always brings his frisbee.
Tyler won't
He
care.
is standing like 15. Okay, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler doesn't care. Tyler, I don't think Tyler's ever been on the internet before, so. he doesn't
Tyler,
care.
he said he
So
wanted to
Tyler,
get on the
who's
podcast
that?
eventually.
He said he might come on the podcast sometime.
Something along those lines was uttered to me.
That would be pretty cool. That'd be cool to have him on. Hopefully, he would turn on his camera. Anyway,
He
so
would.
Tyler, who brought the frisbee today, stands like 15 or 20 feet away from the like kind of entrance of a soccer goal or football goal, and then three people stand inside the goalpost, and he has a frisbee, and he has to try to throw the frisbee below the neck because obviously we don't want to hit someone's neck or nose or eyes or chin, stuff like that, and try to hit them. If they get hit, then they go out and someone replaces them. Only three people can be on at a time, so there's enough room to like move around. Although I think we could increase it to 4. I think there's enough room for that.
Yeah, we
And
totally
then
should.
It's kind of like volleyball, where every time like he makes like a swing, you don't swing in volleyball, if you understand what I mean. Some it like kind of moves to the right, and like people like swap in and out and stuff. there's not really like a point system or anything like that. But basically, it's just try not to get hit,
Yeah,
or
just
if you're
play and
Tyler,
have fun.
try to hit people.
We need to implement a way
Yeah.
to win. Because right now it's just who wants to almost get hit or get hit. And
I don't know. I think it's pretty good as of right now.
I know, I really
I
like
think
it.
that's a worthy sacrifice.
I think
Yeah.
it's really
But
fun.
The
So,
people that throw frisbees, the higher the chance of somebody actually getting injured, though.
True,
Yeah.
but
Dude.
Yeah, so
injuries
when I
are
bring
part
up
of
a
life.
frisbee, it'll be double the chance of somebody actually getting like really badly injured. You know?
I got hurt pretty
I
bad.
don't think.
I got hit in the leg. That one time I got hit in the leg, it doesn't hurt right now, but from the time I got hit in the leg, it hurt all the way until like the end of math class, which is my period
Really?
after lunch.
But like, there wasn't any real harm done to your body.
No, it
It's
was
like-
fun. I
like-
really liked it.
Yeah, I got hit on the arm and I got hit on the arm, but like it stopped hurting like the moment I got hit. You know, like
Yeah.
We don't
Moment
toss
after
the
that.
frisbee either. We chuck it as
I only
hard
got
as we
hit-
can. Or Tyler does. He tries
Yeah, I
to
only
hit
got
you.
hit once on my shoe, so I didn't feel anything. But I want to get hit like on my body, and I want it to hurt because I don't want to go I don't want to go really long without getting hit because I'm gonna like think the natural like way of things is not feeling pain, and then when one day I do get hit and it hurts, I'm like, it's gonna suck. I don't want that.
so you just want to get ready. So you want to get hit a lot, so when you do get hit like really hard, you don't feel the pain.
Pretty much, I want to like prepare myself for it. I don't want to avoid the pain, but also want to have fun and dodge. the frisbee.
Ansel, how did it feel when you got hit?
I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was my Achilles heel.
It's not terrible. It'd be worse if it was like a knife, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I think.
Some would
What do you
say
mean? Probably, of course, it would be worse.
I'm so bad
if it
at
was,
dodging.
Yeah.
a baton.
I did one good dodge, then the rest I would dodge like to the direction of the frisbee and I would have to stop. I got to get better at that.
Yeah, I was pretty bad. Most of the times I didn't get hit was just like chance.
It's pretty much luck as of
It's-
right now. For me, at least.
Yeah, it's a reflex builder.
Yeah. This will
Yeah.
make us probably
Cody
better
is-
at fighting.
Yeah, Cody's been saying like I want to improve my reflexes, but it's like now we can. This is the way to do it. And if there's two
Yeah.
people throwing the frisbee at us, it'll be even better.
Way better.
Which would be like ninjas.
If it's two people throwing though, we should keep it at 3 people in front of the goal. Cuz 4 people then it's like guaranteed someone's going to get hit every time.
True, and then we could
Yeah.
have people like bumping into each other.
It'd be cool if we had like foam swords and we could fight with those. That'd be cool.
Yes, bring foam swords to school.
Oh yeah, that would be epic. Yeah.
I feel like really the most fun thing to do though would be wrestling, because I remember there's been like 2
Oh
days.
yeah.
in
Or
all of
boxing.
We should
school
have a
where-
wrestling team. That would be epic.
Not even just a wrestling team, just like allowing us to wrestle, like at lunch.
Yeah.
Sure, a wrestling team would be cool, but the days
Yeah.
where we have been allowed to wrestle at school were so fun. There was that one day where like we all went out on like kind of the field near the houses and wrestled. It was like me, Ansel, Adam, Trey Park. I think you were there too, though. I can't remember.
I don't
Gabriel.
remember doing that.
You don't
When
remember?
was
Okay,
that?
then I guess you weren't there. Gabriel and
8th grade?
one of the guy.
Was
think
I
it eighth
there?
grade, yeah. I don't know if you were there.
8th grade, it was me, you, Cody, Brando Ali.
So not
No,
me.
yeah, that was one day where we did it at PE, but another day we were able to go out in advisory and do it, and that was really fun too. It was like me versus everyone, and you all sat on me, and I died.
Wrestling would be awesome. I think boxing would be cool too
Yeah.
if we could all bring boxing gloves, just do matches. Like that would be the coolest.
Boxing would be cool too, but I think we'd be
We
more
would
likely to
have
get
black
injured.
stuff.
Maybe. I would go for knockouts.
Yeah,
Wrestling
is more
would
fun
be
'cause
fun,
it's like, it allows you to fight people, but without actually really hurting them seriously.
Yeah, wrestling's like it's all about getting them on the ground and just like making them tap out.
If we
Yeah, I
all knew
remember-
jujitsu, that would be cool too.
I remember one time Cody and that day when we were wrestling at PE, it was like Cody and Brando were wrestling, and I think like Cody had like Brando pinned down, and he was like about to win, and then Brando sneezed, and like a bunch of snot came out and went all over Cody's shirt, and then obviously Cody let him go because he was absolutely disgusted. That's a pretty good defense mechanism.
Yeah, just sneeze
Yeah,
every time
it's
you're
like,
about to die.
He used his special move.
Yeah, that's Brando's special. And then he goes like, and then yeah, that scares him away. Intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, wrestling. That'd be really cool if we could do that. I bet we could have in like normal school, but now because no contact.
yeah. Would we even be allowed to? They shut me down when we were doing piggyback rides. Me and my crew, like a while ago. In probably 7th
It's kind
grade.
of sus though.
That is not
Yeah.
sus at all. That's just having a good old
I
time.
also feel like a piggyback ride would actually be more dangerous than wrestling, personally. Like, if we fall off, that would be worse than wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling, you can't really get that badly injured.
Yeah.
Unless you, like, break your neck.
Unless you're like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, or like, someone like is like totally like destroying you and you don't tap out, but they're like causing you pain. I don't know.
I'm never going to
Just
tap
tap out.
out.
It's too
I'm
much.
the ultimate wrestler. I've never actually wrestled before, like, properly. You know, because I don't really know the rules in the first place. But,
You should do PE with us in the summer so you can take weight training with us during 10th grade.
that's what my plan is. I hope that I'm able to. I don't think I'm really going anywhere this summer. Like, we were going to go to Washington, but my dad is getting an apartment, and he's moving in, like, the time that we were supposed to go to Washington, so we might just stay here. And if that is the case, then yes, I hope I will be able to attend PE. I think that would be really fun over the summer.
That'd be cool. But only like a limited amount of
Yes,
people are going to be
me,
able to
Sebastian,
join.
and
So even if any of us do make it in, we don't know if all of us are going to make it in because they said they do not prioritize people who will be 10th graders. They prioritize 11th graders.
yeah. So for for summer school PE, it's the people who failed like normal PE in 10th grade. They prioritize those
Dude.
first for summer school. Then they give us the rest of the spots. And for the weight training, it's the 11th graders first. Then if there's spots left, they'll let us in.
Oh, yeah, so we might not make it.
Imagine failing PE though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. How do you fail PE? Come on.
The people that
is
failed
actually
PE?
the easiest class.
Are they even going to go to summer school?
Be good at sports, like in math. To pass like advanced math, you have to be good at math. You have to like do well in the work. In PE, you don't actually have to be good at sports or physical
You
activities.
just have to participate.
pass. You just need to participate. That's it. And like, don't walk your miles. Basically, if you do those
Yeah,
things,
try.
No,
You will be
even
fine.
like walking your mile, like I literally had an A the whole time. Like and like at the end of the year, I basically gave up. I was like, no point of running a mile because every single test I got like 100%. So I still had like a 98% of the class, even after
Yeah.
walking every single mile.
As long as you try on your, what's it called? Skill tests and your
Oh yeah,
written
yeah,
tests,
it's like easy.
you'll
100%
pass.
of the
You
time.
don't even need to do the miles. Even though I did the miles every time and did good.
yeah, miles, man. Of all like the exercises and like physical activities you can do, running is the one that tires me the most.
I still think we should all run a mile on Friday, tomorrow.
Dude, what?
I don't know. I don't think I could do that. It's gonna be so hot, man. And that's like, no, I don't know. I don't think so.
If we all
Let's
do it
just
as a
do the
group,
Frisbee, like mile, like
it'll encourage us.
Yeah, come on.
I understand why you think that or why you feel that, but I just can't. I would not be able to commit to a mile on Fridays,
Yeah.
especially in the afternoon. Like that'd be crazy.
Maybe a lap.
Yeah, and it's like especially high. Oh yeah, PE during summer is gonna be horrendous because of the
Oh, yeah.
heat.
I
Yeah, we
hope
have to-
it's
we
like
have to
Bradford
pray it's
as the
online.
teacher. If we actually get in, that'd be the best.
No,
I actually don't want it to be online. If it's gonna
Yeah, I
be,
don't want it to be
if we're gonna
online.
do PE over the summer, I want to be in person because we can actually like
Yeah.
play games and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
even
imagine
going if
sitting
it's
at
online.
home,
Screw that.
6 hours a day.
I wouldn't mind running a
And
mile as long as. Wait, the thing is, like, if we do have PE during the summer, it's gonna be in the morning anyways.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be 6 hours. So it's
Last
gonna
year it was
go
only
from.
1 hour.
I think
It was only 1 hour.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
they're only gonna do 1 hour.
it being too
Last
hot
year-
outside
was
is a
too much.
social construct, and really we shouldn't even worry about it.
Worry about what?
It being hot outside, because it's a social construct, it's not real.
Heat.
Yes.
Hot is real.
No. Just power through it. 100
No,
degrees
man.
is not that hot, really.
That's like
You s-
30% colder than it could be. You know,
Yeah.
it could be like 30% hotter, but it isn't. So we should be thankful that it's not 30% hotter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, it's still 100 degrees.
It's not even that much, man. You can't even cook food at 100 degrees.
You can power through
Yeah.
100 degrees.
100 degrees is like nothing because
Inside your body,
in Sacramento, like at
it's
the hottest,
naturally-
it's like 110, 112. Like
Naturally in
Could
your
be
body,
100
you're
degrees is
90,
nothing.
98.7, which is basically 100.
That's how hot
Yeah.
it was today.
No, that's how hot your internal body heat is. 98.7 is like
Oh,
the average, what you
yeah.
want to be at.
So we should be fine. That's like barely any hotter. Yeah.
Hmm
That's like a slight fever or something.
Really? The only thing that's real is the sun. So just worry about skin cancer.
Yeah, that sounds.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I don't want to get
yes.
skin cancer.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
think we would be out long enough to get skin cancer though.
Tripak, is the Earth
I might.
flat?
What?
Is the Earth flat?
No,
No.
it doesn't
Are you sure about
exist.
that? Do you want to lock in your answer?
It can't be flat because it doesn't exist. I don't know.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Makes sense, right?
When
Yeah.
being flat earther isn't enough,
What if what if
Earth
we're all
has
like
no sense.
living in a virtual reality?
animals aren't
Like
real.
imagine that.
What if we're all just
Like-
living in a dome,
Like the Truman Show.
like the Truman Show?
What if space is just a dome? Like it is actually finite, and there's like people outside of the dome.
I'm
don't
excited
know.
for Aliens. When the new Alien
me
update comes
too.
in to the world, it'll be really cool.
New alien
You
update.
You know there's
Yeah.
water on Mars?
They must put in
There's
a new
water on
update.
Mars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but isn't it just ice?
No, it's water.
Like there's actual like I could swim in it, in theory.
Yeah, there was condensation on this one rover.
Wow.
Wow, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What if
Yeah.
like
Same.
also
There
what
could
do you think
be
are the chances
microbial
where
life.
Do you know that character in Ninja Turtles? The one where it's a brain and it's like controlling a robot?
that yeah.
No.
That's basically
Sounds
what
like
we
a
are.
Enemy from Doom.
Yeah, it does. I think there is like
Correct.
it's like a eye spider brain thingy.
Krang.
Krang? That's what it's called?
I believe.
Yeah. Krang. That's basically what we are.
Krang.
You're just Krang, but higher up.
Also, what do you think are the chances of us living in a virtual reality?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Living in a simulation,
Probably
I mean,
kinda
that's
high.
pretty high chances.
Yeah, like a simulation. Yeah, I think probably a high chance.
I think 50-50.
I don't know. I don't think it's that high.
Well, you don't know. I don't know either.
No
I don't
one
even
knows.
care. It's the number doesn't exist. Or actually, I should stop saying stuff doesn't exist. But you know, it is what it is.
It is.
It
Alright.
is what it is.
We had another topic. What was it?
I don't even remember.
Oh,
I don't know either.
Well-
this is not related at all. But I stayed up until like 12 last night working on an English project that I still didn't finish.
when do you get up?
I mean, I tried to get up at 5, but I only got up at like 6:30 today.
Oh man,
Fine.
only 6:30.
I get up at 6:30
That's pretty
too.
late for me.
I
Yeah,
went to
for
sleep at
fasting,
10.
I have to wake up at like
30.
3:45, man.
Wait, you wake up at 3:45?
Yeah, for fasting, I have to like.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're doing that right now?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Wow. More power to you.
What time do you go to bed at?
I don't know, like anywhere from 11 to 12.
Do you go
Anywhere
back to
from
sleep?
11 to 12.
3
After you
hours of
wake up?
sleep.
3 hours of sleep, then you stay for like awake for like an hour and a half from like 3:45 to like 4:45ish to like 5ish. Then after that, sometimes I just stay awake and like do some studying or stuff like that, or just watch YouTube. Or sometimes I just like go to sleep again.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Cool.
Well, wow, crazy. That's good. Crazy cool.
How much more fasting do you have to do? Like, how many more days?
Let me see. Like, I think like 5 to 6 more days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, because
almost
doesn't
over.
it end on the 12th?
No, it's dependent. It's dependent. It's like it's not really an exact day. You have to look at the moon and be like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well, you get on that.
3, 4. Yeah, so
Yeah.
either 5 or 6 more days.
Cool.
I see.
Yeah,
So 11 or 12 on the 11th or the 12th. So I was
yeah,
kind of right.
yeah. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Buttery spread.
Buttery
This is
spread.
from KFC.
Man. Haven't eaten at KFC in. I don't know when I ever ate at KFC, honestly. Maybe
I
haven't
had
ever had
KFC
KFC.
2 weeks ago, and it was really good. I had a 2-piece drum and thigh. Or no. Yeah, I think I had drum and thigh. It could have been drum and breast also. Either one of those. But it was really
The
good.
last time I had KFC was in Pakistan like 5 years ago, man.
Have you had their
Interesting. That's not where I would expect one to have KFC.
Also,
The
you go to
thing is,
KFC or no?
Like, yeah, because here it's not halal. There is halal, so you know. But it was like super good. Like, I don't remember what it was. It was like a zinger or something. Zinger burger. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have that.
Mm.
Let
You
me
guys have
look
that?
that up.
Sure.
I had their chicken burger like a month ago, and it's super good. KFC Zinger Burger. Oh, I think I've had this before. Dang, it's good. I like KFC. It's a good restaurant.
Jack in the Box just came out with new chicken poppers, I guess, like little pieces of chicken like that, and they put it in a box
Like that.
KFC chicken poppers.
this big. No,
I should
Jack in
try
the
that.
Box,
So basically, chicken nuggets.
Oh, yeah, I've had that. I think. Yeah, I had that. It's good.
kind of. Yeah, but the thing is, at the local Jack right next to school, for like $7.50, they give you a box, right? And it's not even like filled
That sucks.
that much. You can see
That
you
sucks,
can see the
bro.
bottom.
That's
So they
dumb.
scam
Like,
If
you.
you
Like they don't give you a
like,
lot.
okay, if you go to Taco Bell, like a burrito is like $1. You can get 7 burritos.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was dumb.
Or you can get like 14 tacos. Or no, probably like 10.
Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy. Well,
Yeah, even at like a normal restaurant, like you can get like a huge burger for like a $7, man.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
they had this $7 meal too.
What is the third topic we had? Did we even have one? Or did we only have two?
I think we only had 2.
Okay. Well, also, you want to say anything?
Let me see if I have any news.
Yeah, do that.
Jack in the Box had this $7 meal that gave you a burger, a like small and medium curly fries, 2 tacos, and a drink for the same price that you can get a box of those chicken poppers.
That used to be
where you can still see the
$6.
floor of the box.
But yeah, I would
Yeah,
definitely
so-
get the box.
SpaceX finally landed their SN-15 Starship rocket without like it exploding.
Where did they land it at?
Is that the one that like lands and like reverse?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, but like the last 4 or something, like they all exploded.
When do you guys ever think we'll have commercial spacecraft? Like, you know, you can buy like a commercial airplane,
Like,
Oh,
Like
commercial?
like a commercial, like a private,
I think that
Like you can take a trip
10
to
years?
space or something.
like you could drive it yourself,
Oh.
your own ship,
drive it yourself like 100 years or less.
Yeah.
probably.
But pay $5 million, you get to go around the moon. That's near future, like 15 years or less.
Not even 15 years. Like this dude Jeff Bezos, his company, they said like within like the next year they're gonna give out 1 seat to a rich dude like for like $1 million or something to just go in like outer space and come back.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
And it's not even like he's gonna be there for long. It's like you're in outer space for like 10-15 minutes, then you come back.
Dang.
Well-
But
I don't know if I would do that.
I mean, that's 10 to 15 minutes more than like the average
I mean-
person.
I mean, if you're a
Yeah.
billionaire, just like
How do they
$1
even
million
just
a
have
year.
you up there for 10 or 15 minutes? Are they just putting him into orbit and then dropping him back down?
Yeah.
That
Like,
sucks.
They're in orbit, like they're in space. They're floating for like 15 minutes or so. Like
You can get
if
the
there's
same
gravity,
thing
Then they come back
for
down.
like probably less than 30 grand. I know because they have planes that fly very high and then they go down at like an incline and you'll float for like a few minutes. You can do that already. So why would you go into space or just go into orbit for 15 minutes when you could do
I
that?
guess it's for namesake, being the first person, like first commercial person seat that you can buy or whatever.
First non-astronaut in space.
Yeah, first seat that you can buy to go to
Wasn't that
space.
like a monkey though?
They did send a
I don't
monkey.
think a monkey's present.
They
did
sent like
send a
every
monkey.
type of animal up there.
They also sent a fossil.
They sent a
I
monkey.
think
They
it
sent
was-
a dog. They sent a dog.
Those are some good
The
science
dog even-
experiments.
Wait,
What's gonna happen
did the dog
if we
and the monkey
throw
get a
put
No,
cut?
a
no,
dog
no.
in
They
space?
were not. No, the dog had a horrible time.
Well,
What
now
happened
we
to the
know that
dog?
dogs don't like to be in space.
She like died. She died very hard.
How did
That
the dog
sucks.
die?
You can, cause it's space and it's a dog.
If
What,
I
like-
was a
what
dog,
about
I
just,
wouldn't
like,
die in space.
Shoot it out of like the shuttle or something?
I'll tell you which country sent the dog.
China,
The USSR sent the dog.
of
Well,
course.
yeah, we all
What
know
about the
about that.
monkey?
Tells you everything you need to know.
They sent a lot of monkeys and stuff too.
Also, what about the monkey?
I'm sure they provided the dog with great healthcare.
Yeah, I don't know.
Great healthcare.
You guys think it would be cool to live in the USSR? I don't think so.
I mean, if you're
Not at all.
if you're a rich dude who has a lot of power, sure.
Yeah, if you're an oligarch,
Reagan
then
had
or
the
whatever that
joke.
thing's called.
It's something. So in the USSR, if you were to buy a car, they would like prioritize government agents and like officials and like soldiers and stuff to give them cars. So let's say story goes, it's like this man goes to the dealership, right? And then he's like talking to the salesman there, and then he buys his car. And then the salesman says, "All right, sir, your car will be here and will arrive at your house in 10 years." And then the guy who's buying it, he's like, "Will it be in the morning or the afternoon?" And he's like, "I mean, does it matter?" And the guy's like, "Well, I mean, the plumber's coming in the afternoon, so." So yeah, it would take you 10 years for you to receive your car. And I guess it was kind of similar in Romania. I
Oh,
don't know
I
if
get it.
10 years.
I don't
Yeah,
get
you get it. Come on, man. I don't want to explain.
it. Explain it.
Man, all right. So basically, in the USSR, it would take you 10 years to receive your car. As the guy goes and he finally buys his car, the salesman tells him, "All right, your car will be at your house in 10 years." Which you would think 10 years. No one is planning for things in 10 years. The guy's like, "Will it be arrive in the morning or in the afternoon?" The salesman says, like, "Does it matter?" He asks. And
You're
the
just
guy's like,
retelling
"All
the
right."
joke.
I know. I mean, I don't really know how to explain it. It's kind of straightforward, you know?
So the joke is just that he's planning 10 years in the future.
No, no,
So basically,
no.
I don't know. It just, yeah. Just come on, man.
The joke is that because the USSR was like communist and stuff, it would take you a long time to get stuff like plumbing. So that's the joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He doesn't actually get it. Anyway, I guess this is a similar situation in Romania. My grandpa, or my mom's dad, I guess he had a car in Romania. It probably sucked, but apparently their neighbors were like really jealous of them and hated them because like to have a car, just like to have a car was considered like, wow, you must be like a billionaire. Not really, but he wasn't rich in Romania, but like you were pretty privileged.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like in Pakistan,
But
like
yeah,
by
I know, one wanna
85% of the by 85% of the population just rides motorcycles.
Last night,
Yes.
in yeah, in the USSR.
Because
They're
motorcycles are
cheap.
literally, yeah, they're like literally so cheap, and it's literally faster to go in a motorcycle because if you're in a car, people are just like in motorcycles, they're just blocking your way. Like you can't even go
Yeah.
fast.
Same in like Thailand, huh?
No, how would I know like what's happening in Thailand?
That's just like the thing. That's what Mr. Bradford told us. Remember, he's like telling that story. He's on the little, I think it's like a little car. It's called like Tupa, something like that. And yeah, you know, he was just riding and like spin his mouth, and there's this whole family on a motorcycle that went right by, and the spit went right on the dad.
It's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of people that they can fit on a motorcycle. Like in Pakistan, like the average amount of people on one motorcycle is 3.
I would feel weird putting even like 2. I don't know. At that point, it would get.
I've seen motorcycles with like a mom, a dad, a like 10-year-old kid, and then 2 babies. I've seen that in third world countries, like in photos and stuff. Motorcycles
Yeah.
are very good. I would be scared to even have one person on my motorcycle because I don't trust myself with the balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
mean,
feel like
I've never ridden a motorcycle, but yeah.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
me
I don't
neither.
know.
Let me
But-
screen share something, Trepa,
What?
real quick. Let me screen share something real quick.
Okay.
You see this?
Wow.
I've actually seen this before.
That's how you save on gas.
They're just transporting their whole family.
Mm.
So that's 7
Carpooling.
people. So like, if it was like the United States or Canada, that family would like own a Suburban or like a BMW X7 or something.
This right here, like this right here, this is common.
That's just how it is. That's just the way of the world.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty cool though. That's family
3
bonding.
kids and 2 adults. Wow. Yeah,
Well-
you would be really close with your family. You'd have to be.
Yeah.
I remember my mom told me in Romania, their house only had like 2 rooms. There was like the kitchen and then where everyone slept. So no one had like their own room or like their own privacy. So no, just
Yeah, like in our house we had like 4 rooms and like you didn't really have a designated room. Just sleep wherever you want.
That's
See.
that's how bears do it. They don't have beds.
yeah, that's how bears do it. Bears don't have beds.
No,
Neither
no,
do
no.
monkeys.
We had beds. Like like you just sleep wherever you want.
That's how bears do it. They don't have houses.
Bears have caves. I was thinking about it last night. It would be so cool to be an ancient Rome person. And it's kind of crazy to put it in perspective. Like, there were actually people in ancient Rome doing stuff and talking to each
Yeah,
other.
I know.
And they were the same as
yeah,
us.
they're actually there.
There's no big evolution between Rome and now. It's the same exact
Yes.
people, just whole another society. And it's
The
crazy.
crazy
Yeah,
part,
same
crazy
people.
part to me is that they look the same as us.
Mm-hmm.
They
Just
do.
shorter.
I'm like they just looked. They looked, you know, like they looked like us.
Oh. What do you mean? Like in their perception, they were the same?
No, like they actually looked like people. Like nowadays, you just look at someone, and that's what like that person, that face could have lived like 2,000 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
maybe
were
not in
monkeys.
America, but
Same with like Egypt. Like some that face could have lived like 5,000 years ago. Like that argument.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if you like were to take an ancient Roman and then like an average Roman and an average like modern American and like compare them side by side, like in terms of how they acted and stuff, they'd be like completely different.
Yeah, different
yeah,
customs
definitely.
and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, definitely.
If you compare one person from one country to a person from another
Yeah.
country, it's like the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing.
crazy that in like not even 2,000 years.
Yeah, Rome
Yeah.
was only really like, what, didn't it collapse like 700 years ago?
1,500 years ago.
1500?
More
Oh,
than
I'm tripping.
700 years ago.
Which one collapsed? I thought Rome lasted till like 1300.
No, the Roman Empire
you're,
fell
You're thinking
in
of
like,
like the Byzantines, which the
476.
Byzantines,
Yeah, I'm totally thinking about the
Yeah.
thinking of
Byzantines.
the Byzantines, which they lasted until like 1472.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
oh yeah, because
yeah.
they're siege.
Yeah, and then Rome,
Yeah, they got
Western
sieged.
Rome.
What's crazy
didn't
to
get
me is
sieged.
just
Well, they got sieged a lot.
people for real were like doing stuff. And they were in Rome at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that could have been us.
It could have been us. Like, imagine if we were born then. We wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to
I
have a
mean-
podcast, you know?
Well,
what would we do?
They probably had podcasts, but not. They would just like sit around in a circle and podcast.
No, they wouldn't even
Yeah, they
send.
would
They
just
had
talk.
in Rome
Yeah.
and like Greece and stuff like that.
You'd actually have to, like, be with the person, you know?
You know how they had the big like
Coliseum.
they had a little
Amphitheater.
stage. Someone goes and speaks, and then there's a like rows of people that just watch, and they discuss philosophy and such. But you know, they probably hype it up.
Yeah, that was
a lot.
Greece, Athens.
They say they just discuss philosophy, but they were probably talking about like just random stuff a lot of the time. Like 9 times out of
Yeah.
10, it was just some random dude up there.
Probably.
Because you got to
Yeah,
think
I
about
know,
it.
Just crazy.
The average person now is kind of a dumbass, and it was probably the same way back in Rome.
If you think about it, everybody like.
I think
in the
maybe it would be a
past-
little different.
If you think about it, every philosopher in the past is a conspiracy theorist.
Pretty much.
I guess.
Like Aristotle got matter wrong. Like that was all just a theory. Who got matter right? There was some philosopher who had matter right.
Newton was like that gravity dude or whatever.
Well,
guys,
yeah, it was way
wouldn't it
before
be
Newton. It
crazy?
was in Greece or Rome. Somebody said that there were small little balls of different things that make up everything. But then Aristotle, I'm pretty sure it was Aristotle, said everything is made of fire, earth, wind, and rock. And that was the accepted theory. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
imagine living in the world before
Democritus was a
Isaac
Greek
Newton
philosopher who was the first-
invented gravity.
Imagine living in a world where the most dangerous weapon you can buy is like a sword or a battle axe.
Yeah.
Or maybe a chariot, maybe.
Wait, so
That's probably the dangerous thing.
But who's
Yeah,
going to
I
use a
just think
chariot
that-
for home defense? You could set up maybe a booby trap where, like, if the door opens, the chariot just dashes at them. That'd be crazy.
yeah, so
Yeah.
the
It's
dude
crazy
who,
to
like,
think, like, just...
So the dude that came up with atoms, the dude that came up with the name atoms is Democritus of Abdera, and the dude who came up with the theory of atoms is Leucippus of Miletus.
this.
I love how like they have their name and they say of Miletus, like, you know?
Yeah, like, where they're from.
Yeah.
Man, why do people just have cooler names? Like, aren't names
Mm-hmm.
Our names
be
suck,
nice
like,
now? I
they-
feel like...
but like
Oh, it says this on Urban Dictionary.
like there's so many common names now, like Dave, like Tom.
Yeah, because, like, billions of people. So they all have the same name.
Like that Spider-Man.
What is the
team,
most
they're
common
all
name?
different.
Hold on. What's the most common name in the world?
It's Muhammad.
James.
Oh, I guess Aristotle said that every physical object is a compound of matter and form. So I guess I was wrong about Aristotle. There was some other
Yeah.
dude that said it was all wind
150
and
million
stuff.
Men and boys in the world have the name Muhammad.
That makes sense.
Most popular
150
name.
million.
Well, we have hit an hour almost.
We have.
Any last
the most-
topics?
The most common name in the U.S. is James. In the last 100 years.
Ollie, I feel like your mic is quiet.
It is.
Let me try to turn it up.
Yeah, it's good right
Okay,
there.
that's better.
I
In
didn't
the
turn
last
it up at all.
100 years, apparently in the last 100 years, there have been 3 billion Jameses. James? Oh, no, 3 million. 3 million.
No, 3 million. 3 billion.
3
billion.
billion. What do you mean?
Half of the
I
world's
believed you for a
population is named
second.
James.
Because I
didn't
know
believe
there's...
myself.
My
It's like
rationality
that
was like,
Spider-Man meme.
how many people have died of all time? Oh, like 150 billion or something? So why couldn't
many
there have
people
been
have ever
3 billion
lived?
Jameses? But that's a lot, actually. for 100 years.
Modern Homo sapiens, that is, people who were roughly like we are now,
108
first
billion.
walked Earth about 50. Yeah, 108 billion. That's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
It's just weird to think like. I don't want to sound like, oh man, we're such individualistic, man. But like, everyone kind of sees their life as if they're the main character, right? Which makes sense. It's kind of like we're in a movie or a book or a game or a show, blah 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 blah. But like, there's been 108 billion people in the world's history. It's like they all saw themselves as like the main characters of their world, kind of.
Pretty much.
It's just
Yeah.
weird.
That's 108
Yeah, no.
billion people who thought they were unique and had their own unique personality.
And have their own story and faces and memories and friends and
Yeah.
all that.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, they were the main character of
That is
their
crazy.
own world, like 108 billion people.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
out
there's
of
been
those
like
out of those
108
108
films.
billion people, how many do you estimate you could beat up?
A lot.
I
A
bet I
lot,
could beat
'cause
up
a lot
at
of them
least.
would be really weak.
Let's think about
50
it
billion.
like this. At least like a third of them are almost monkey people. Not quite, but almost. So we could definitely beat those people up. At least probably like 60% of them didn't even make it to like the age of 20. So they're all like really
Probably
young.
like probably 90% are under 6 foot. Under 5.
I think
we
people
could
were
beat up.
taller.
Probably no. People got shorter.
No,
Or people got taller and taller. This is the tallest the human race has ever been, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Although French people were pretty short, like just like 200 years ago.
that's because they're French.
This is stupid.
Nothing against French people.
No.
French is like the worst
we love
language
French
you could
people.
learn. It's so stupid. Who would learn French? I mean, it's a cool language. But when are you going to ever need
aren't
French?
you like a French enthusiast?
No, not really.
Also, you like French?
Okay, I thought you were. Well, not really.
There's
So
only
there is a
2
sort
places
of
you could
in
ever
there.
use French. Or no, 3. Some random African country, France, and parts of Canada. That's it. And why would you ever want to
probably
go
like
to
the
any of those
second-
places?
Most useless. I don't want to be mean. Second most useless language you could learn, aside from like Latin, and then that one language that like 2 people know. But then that would be kind of useful because no one would know what you were
Why
saying.
wouldn't you want to learn
So
Latin?
if you could speak it. No, Latin is cool, but like there's not any like real use for it.
Yeah.
Practically. I'm not saying it's not a cool
Yeah.
language. Just
Yes,
like practically.
Apparently, 200 from 700,000 to 200,000 years ago, the average male height was 5 feet 9 inches, while the average female height was 5 feet 2 inches.
So,
In the last 50,000 years.
No, in the 700 to 200,000 years ago.
I wonder
But
what
these
the
are-
obesity rate
No,
is
but-
compared to
but-
ancient times.
But these aren't Homo sapiens; they're Homo heidelbergensis,
That's a
and
word.
lived in Europe and Africa.
Not Asia though.
Yeah,
Apparently.
average male height was 5 feet 9. Today, the average male height is 5 feet 8, I think. What is the average
Wow.
male height? So technically, we're actually no, it's still 5 feet 9. Like we haven't grown.
Dang, that sucks.
What is the average
I think we should.
female height?
I'm looking right now. The obesity rate in the
Females have
U.S.
grown.
42.4%. What do you think it was in ancient Rome?
The obesity rate?
Much
Uh-huh.
lower. Much.
Oh, probably
lower.
like not even 10%.
Probably like 5. 5.
I'm guessing
no,
only
maybe
the rich
less.
were obese.
Cause isn't it like
Yeah.
70% of the population in these ancient civilizations were just farmers?
Probably, yeah.
And how many farmers that are
majority.
out in the field all day, picking crops and planting stuff, doing whatever, were like obese?
Not a lot. Not like they had tractors and stuff.
Also, like
I-
a lot of these people were poor, so they didn't have as much food as we do now. So like
Yeah.
they went on
Yeah.
like 1 meal a day.
And even the
Also
people
weird
that
to
were
think
rich.
That like
You can go. It's
yeah,
fine.
even the rich people like But it's weird to think that like even the average, let's say like Westerner or American today, has like, I mean, you could argue that like someone like nobility a few hundred years ago would have a better life, but overall, the average Westerner today has a much better life than like any king or emperor did, even just like 200 years ago.
Honestly, I would probably give it all up to be a king in ancient Rome or anywhere else. Be a king in some ancient civilization, because that would be dope.
I would too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if
probably.
I would. I would probably just
I would
die
give
of,
it
like,
up.
leprosy or
I would give it up to
tuberculosis.
even be like a noble in one of those places,
Or
because then I
die
would
of,
just
like,
be a
a
baller.
cold.
But I really like modern times. It's pretty cool. I think I was born in the correct
pretty cool.
generation, probably.
Yo, Trepok, if you could go back in time to one place and never come back, what place would you go to? So you would have to live out your life there.
But like, am I still me, or do I know the language there and other stuff?
You're you, but like you were prepared to be there.
So I'll
Like,
I'll
what
know
place
the
would you-
language and be ready.
Yeah, like what place would you go to? Like,
But he'll still have his memories.
What is my
yeah, you still
social
have your
class?
memories. Oh, what is your what?
Social class.
You can choose it.
Okay, well I would be I
No,
would
not
probably
what
be a
you
king.
not what would you be, but where would you be? Like, and when?
Oh, I would
Very
probably
well.
want to be an emperor in China, or I would want to be an emperor in probably China or Japan or something like that, because they had cool wars and stuff. Or that's probably not a, or what's it called? The Islamic Caliphate, one of those places. They probably had a good life, right? Somewhere like there.
Baghdad.
But my
That was
answer, I
cool.
would probably want to be in China, the emperor during like one of the golden ages or something.
What about
Yeah.
you, Sebastian?
I don't know.
When
Also,
and
Trey,
where?
not that like that completely undoes your thing, but you'd probably be like 4'8".
Yeah.
But think about it. Then I could have like 2,000 hosts for my sperm.
Sure.
Or you could have the
In
whole
theory.
population of China if you wanted to.
Or I would
Where
want
would
to
I
be the no, I shouldn't say. I was gonna say the grand. Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I had to be a regular person, though, I would probably want to be. I would probably want to be. Like, if I'm a noble, probably like Rome, maybe, or Greece, because that would be pretty tight. They had plumbing and stuff. And I know Greece had a lot of like activities and stuff you could go do. I bet the people were pretty educated there. It would be fun to like actually have friends there. I don't know.
I don't really know where I would pick either. Maybe
If I was a
the
slave,
start of like the first.
I would probably be in
millennium
Manoa, Minoan society. If I was a slave.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yes, of
Sure.
course, man. I would
Reminded
love
on
that.
soul.
What do
I
you
know.
got?
He
What would
was
you guys
Minoan
be?
group?
about it, right? In Minoan society. I was in that group, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I would actually want to be the emperor of
Mhm.
Minoan society. No, I'm sticking with China, actually. I think I would like China better. They had more advanced stuff.
Yeah, Minoan's got like killed by a volcano or something. That would suck.
That would totally suck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, where would you guys want to be?
I would be like a king or an emperor in Nepal,
Why?
and I would
Do
set,
they
se- so I could set them up to be a global superpower.
What year would you even be in then?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe like 1700.
That totally.
Okay.
Okay.
I see. I don't
What?
even know if Nepal's
What?
ever had.
It
like,
would be
kings.
cold.
No, there's nothing wrong with
You
that.
have little access to sea routes. Your trade is bad. There's not a ton of
Are you
people.
just gonna talk bad about my choice?
Look, mine is better
You picked
objectively.
the worst country in the world. I'm kidding.
It's not the
Well,
worst
I know
country.
I definitely wouldn't pick
Also,
Romania.
you could probably go back and be the first person to climb the Mount Everest, you know?
That was only like 100 years ago.
But be the first person, bro.
I'd rather be like Neil Armstrong. First
Okay,
person on
what
the
if you
moon.
had to be a regular dude? Then where would you be?
I don't know, golden age of like Islamic caliphates or Rome
Yeah,
Or
Islamic
Greeks.
Caliphate is like
or like
they had books
yeah.
and a bunch of stuff.
I'd probably pick Athens,
Yeah, Athens is. Sparta's kind of
In,
cool, too, but like,
like 300 BC. I wouldn't go in Sparta. I don't want them to kill my kid for not, I don't know, holding onto a ledge for 3 minutes.
Well, you know, your kid deserves it if you can't do that.
Yeah, he deserves it. He doesn't deserve to live.
I think they
I don't
should
want them to kill
still
my
be
dog
killing
either.
kids. Or never mind. I didn't. Ollie, what about you? Or where would you be if you were a emperor, Sebastian? Or is Athens your answer?
I don't think Athens ever really had an emperor. They had a different word for it, but it was like.
'Cause Athens was a
I don't know if they had
city-state.
ruler
There was just a governing person in there, right?
group. I don't know if they
Yeah.
had a single governing. I don't know. I'm not
It
sure
was
exactly
it was
about the
a
government of Athens.
Wasn't it a democracy? Because Athens is Greece.
Yeah, which makes me think they couldn't have had a king.
Yeah, it was a representative democracy. So I don't know. You could be on the board or something.
Yeah,
Ali,
the board of trustees.
what would you want to be?
like, what would I want to be, or like, where would I want to be? and
Where and what and when?
when? I don't know about the what I would want to be, but like, I would probably go back. So my first choice would be like, actually, my second choice would be like going back to like Rome or something, and stop them from killing Julius Caesar and see what would happen. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be epic. My first choice would be just like going back to the start of the universe and just like stopping it all from happening.
Bruh.
Wouldn't it be cool to be like Genghis Khan? Oh,
Could be,
I would want to
yeah.
lead the Mongolians. That would be even cooler than,
Mongolians.
right?
Mongols.
Mongols. What? It's not Mongolians now.
I think Mongolians is only what they are now. That they're
Okay.
like an official country.
I would
Here's
want
an
to be the
interesting
leader of
question.
the Mongols, Genghis Khan, in whatever year Genghis Khan was.
Like 1230. Here's an
1230.
interesting question. If you had to be a woman in any ancient civilization,
Manoa.
not like
You know, 100%.
Minoan.
Because it literally made them like goddesses, bro. They literally treated them like
they
goddesses.
weren't literally goddesses.
No,
though.
that
They were
their
still, like, average
gods
people.
were goddesses, but the women's had a lot of rights. You
Like,
know?
they were
I don't
literally
even know
in
if
charge,
they
bro. They
necessarily-
were literally in charge.
No, we didn't even necessarily learn that they had any more rights. Just that they could become priests. They could. Become
we basically learned they could become priests, and they had their tits out all day, and then we were like, "Whoa,
that's the only reason.
that's
I mean-
empowering, though."
If I had to be a woman at any time in history, I would probably do it now because I would have the best, and all my problems are probably just kind of stupid.
Yeah,
Not saying women don't have problems, of course. I'm kidding. But this is when
If
they
I-
have the easiest right now.
it would be really easy right now. If I w-
Everyone
yeah,
has the
Imagine
easiest
canceled.
right now. Maybe it would be. Oh no. Maybe it would be a little too easy right now. For
Maybe
everyone.
too
Just a
easy.
little too easy. Things. Everyone, not for just women, for everyone. It's a little too easy right now. I think we need
Extremely
a little
easy.
bit more of a challenge. I think we need a third world war, and no drones are allowed, so we all have to go in person.
oh, it would be so cool to be drafted. It would suck, but it would be kind of cool.
It would be cool. Also, probably wouldn't like it. He'd be like, "Oh, I don't even want to fight for this country. I want to go fight for Nepal." You'd just be complaining the entire time.
Okay, so here's another hypothetical situation. So if you had the choice to be like immortal and basically live forever, you can't die at all. Like
No.
there's
I would not do
literally
that.
There's
I would
literally
do
no
it.
way for you to die. Would you choose to be immortal, or would you choose to live your a normal life like this?
No.
I
live
would
a normal
easily
life.
choose to be
Why,
immortal because
why
that would
would
be
I want
dope.
to do that?
Think about it though. You're immortal, and you can live forever.
Yeah, you live forever. You're just alive forever.
But is it like regenerative? Can you regenerate?
Like, what if you fall off a cliff? Would you die, or just like you'll never die from like a sickness or something? Like, if you
No,
get stabbed
like
in
if
the
you fall
you're
off
heart,
a cliff.
wouldn't you
no,
die?
there's like no way for you to die like at all. Like,
But-
like you'll like
okay.
you'll feel the pain,
Then I
but
would
like
just
you
become
won't
like
die.
a superhero or
Let's say
something.
you
'cause,
get
like,
shot by a
killed.
tank. Does your body explode, or do you regenerate and you're still fine?
Or do you just not? You're just like it bounces
I
off of
guess
you.
I guess you can do regenerate.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah,
I would
that's what we
choose
get.
yes. That would be awesome.
So I would be shot. I would be turned into a
No.
puddle, but I would come
Yeah,
back.
but, no, but you're still like you're still like a human. You feel like every pain. Like
I think you
No,
would.
I wouldn't want to be
So,
immortal.
like a billion years from now, or like
still
when the
be
sun
alive.
dies, you're still alive, but you have no food, so you're starving for the rest of eternity.
yep,
Yeah,
you still
and-
feel the
Yeah.
pain. Would you do
But
it?
it's not even. But
No,
think
that
about
would
this.
suck.
Like,
No.
I think that if you're floating around for a billion years, there's probably going to be intelligent life that's gonna find you eventually. Somewhere.
And also
'Cause-
like
And they'll just do weird
and also for
experiments on
example
me.
like if somebody just puts you in a coffin in the ocean, like you'll regenerate or whatever, like but you'll never be able to get out. Like you'll just be there suffering.
Just be stuck in there
If the
forever,
sun
and I'll have to
explodes-
deal with it and be hungry, and I'll be like malnourished.
If the sun explodes, does it cause a black hole?
No,
Supernova, right? That's
it's
what that
different
is.
Supernova, yeah.
But
It's only
okay,
a black
let's say
hole
you
that
get sucked
collapses-
into a black hole or like a wormhole. Then
it's
you
a
just
black
get
hole if
transported
it
to somewhere.
collapses in its own weight, and it like so if the sun becomes like the size of a marble, then it's a black hole.
I'll be chilling in space. I'll probably just, or never mind. I think it'll be fine. I would chill for those billion years until I eventually land somewhere. No, you would probably get sucked into a planet after the sun explodes. You get launched off into another galaxy or pretty far, millions and millions of miles. You'll get sucked into the orbit of something. Right?
Space
But
is
what if you
big.
just like land on a crap hole? And it's
Yeah,
just
what
dirt,
if you
and
land
there's no
on
way to
Poop
get off?
City?
You'd just be
And
stuck
also,
there.
if you think about it, like for example, if you get sucked into the sun, right, and you're always regenerating, you're always like being burnt, but you're regenerating, so it's infinite burning until
At
that
that
sun
point-
Hurts.
You would probably be tripping out. You would be tripping balls that whole time. Because you just die over and over. Or you don't even die over and over. You just feel extreme pain. Your brain would be like, ugh. You would start seeing stuff probably after like
million
like-
years.
2 days.
Huh.
Because
True.
that does a lot to you if you just get ripped apart by the sun over and over and burnt to death. Like, you would be tripping out after a minute.
Yeah, but you keep regenerating.
Yeah. I wouldn't want it to live forever. I feel like I would just get tired of living, honestly. I don't think anyone has ever lived so long enough to where they just got tired of living. But eventually you would. But there'd be no way to end it. You just couldn't, like, chill. I mean, you could
Okay,
chill,
so-
but not really.
So if you could choose the amount of years you could live for, how long like would you choose?
Infinite? Duh.
Sebastian,
And
what
then
about
there's
you?
no way you can possibly die before that.
No, you can you can choose you can change your mind or something, and like you can die earlier if you want. But like if you could like live for your preferred amount of time, what would that time be?
I don't know. And then it's complicated because, like, am I aging? Like, if I reach 200, am I just going to be, like, dust with, like, bones just, like, walking around?
No,
You
let's
know?
say
You can't do anything.
you're aging about a fourth of the pace.
That
So
sucks.
by the time...
By the time you're 400,
reach-
you're screwed.
Yeah, so
But
when
that
you're
would mean
400,
you
you're
would
100 years
spend
old.
more time being, like, useless and not being able to walk.
I would totally live to 400 if I'm aging at 1/4 of the pace.
Oh, like yeah, so your preferred time would be 400 years old if you wanted to like. So just think about this. If you like, what's your preferred amount of time like that you will choose to live for? Don't think about like it's about fourth of the pace or whatever. Like, how long would you want to
I
live?
would
for?
want to live
At a normal
forever.
growth rate, how long would you want to live?
I would want to
okay,
live
let's
forever.
let's say like you're now and you stay like you're now like the whole time. How long would you want to live
I
for?
don't want to
Can I age
I don't wanna
until
be
I'm like 29 and then stop?
Okay, you can age to whatever age you want. It's preferred.
Okay.
Bro,
everything
these
is preferred.
hypotheticals suck.
It's preferred, bro. You guys just don't know how to
You're
respond.
giving us
Okay.
too many options to where it's becoming too easy to just create like a perfect situation.
Check this out. You can either chop off 3 of your fingers or all of your toes. What do you choose?
See, that's really hard. I really like my fingers.
But those are kind of
Or no.
useless.
4 of your fingers
Ah,
or all of
man.
your toes.
Aren't those kind of
Yeah, I don't want to. It would be really weird looking at my feet, though.
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
go maybe.
the fingers that have to go are your thumb, both your thumbs,
Come on, man. The thumb is so
Dumb?
useful.
Are you kidding me?
and your middle
Dude,
fingers.
get rid of your pinky, bro.
Or you cut off all your toes. I would personally,
Mhm.
I would choose probably the toes. Just because
Yeah.
I feel like, well, now they can just like give you robot toes or whatever. You don't even really need robot toes because
And
toes,
they can't give you robot fingers.
all it's about is balance. So just like have metal toes on your feet.
My
They
answer
can do
would
that.
be I would want to keep all my appendages.
So what would you guys choose?
I would, if I was forced to, I would go with toes, but I wouldn't want to lose anything.
Like, can we
Those-
like
all my
split them up?
leftovers.
Like, can we split them up like two fingers and 2 toes or something?
Nah, man, no
No.
splitting. Just like that's just gonna be weird too. When like
It's a would you
sometimes
rather.
you'll
You have to
forget, and then
choose
you
one
look
of
at
the
your toes
two.
like, oh my god, one of them's missing.
I feel like doing anything with like missing 4 fingers would be very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a question.
But wait.
Here's
I want to have everybody answer this. Also,
All right.
I like my fingers.
so you would do toes.
I do too.
Ali,
I like my fingers, man.
the thing about
Yeah.
the toes and the fingers
Look at these guys.
is that
Look at these guys.
probably within the next 10 years, you're going to have a finger. You can get a prosthetic finger that can connect to your nerves and you can move it. And maybe even you can
I
feel
don't care
heat.
about the next 10 years
and
though.
pain and stuff.
I want my normal parts, man. I just want my hand.
Yeah.
I would rather
I
have a
wouldn't-
robot
if-
arm than a
if
regular
someone
arm.
asked me, would you like take off your arm and replace it with like a mechanical arm, and I don't know, it can't like get infected or ever get injured, I would still keep my normal arm. I like my arm. All right.
I would take that mechanical arm.
I would take the mechanical
No,
arm.
man, I would not take the mechanical arm. I would keep my normal arm.
How strong? If it's stronger than my arm, I would take the mechanical arm.
Yeah,
If it's
I
like-
would 100% take the mechanical arm if
But
it's
the thing
stronger
is,
than
like, it
mine.
doesn't really matter because it's not like you can pick things up that are heavier because your legs can't take that weight.
Just be a robot.
Just be a cyborg.
No, I want to. I like being human.
Would you choose to be
I think if you're a
cyborg?
cyborg, you just get the issues of both sides. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, but, okay, here's
are you
another,
guys ready
like-
to end the podcast?
okay,
Okay,
I have
one
one
last thing
I have
before
one
we end.
scenario,
One more
I have
question.
one scenario.
Come on, man. I've been trying to say this for a while.
Okay, but
Say it.
within the next 10 years, if there's if there's like enhanced body parts or whatever, what would you enhance?
I would get an enhanced eye that has like a layout and I can analyze people and scan stuff and whatever. I would also get a brain
That's
chip.
just weird.
I would probably get
Ali,
a
Ali,
new
you know
throat.
what we
One
would
thing.
enhance. You know what we would enhance.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I would keep my
well-
penis. Actually, I would totally keep my
You're
penis.
I would not enhance anything. I would enhance my hair.
Yeah, me
No, I
too.
wouldn't do anything.
That's the
Just
first
sitting
thing I'm gonna
alive.
get. You know. But
Okay, so
So you can
Ali
only
and
choose one, do
Ansel
one
know
thing.
what they would enhance. Trip you would enhance your eyes, or one of your eyes.
I would enhance probably both of my eyes, my brain. I would
You only do
honestly,
one
I
thing,
would
you can
probably
only do one
enhance
thing.
my whole body differently. I would probably get guns, like pop up guns in my hand. That would be cool.
It's only one thing.
What? It's only one thing. Okay, I would get a
You-
brain
you-
chip then.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like a brain chip that basically enhances my thinking. I would do something like that.
Enhances your
I wouldn't
thinking,
do anything.
probably gives you access to the internet, and also
Yeah.
it should
Just
be
like
able to alter
just
your
speeds
DNA.
up my thinking, like plus the internet.
Okay,
I don't think I would do anything.
Sebastian,
Okay,
just
here's
do
one
your
last thing.
question, and then
I
we're
s-
gonna end the
I
podcast.
swear, this is it. Okay, don't question the situation. Just accept it. It's pretty straightforward. You're at the ocean. You see, let's say you have a dog or a pet. I know some of you may not, but let's say you have a dog or a pet. Your dog or pet is drowning in the ocean, and then you see a complete and total stranger drowning in the ocean.
Dog.
You don't know anything about them. Don't ask who are they, who would you save, who would you save.
Wait, is it a girl?
You said he
Doesn't
can.
matter, man.
It
It does not matter.
It
You just
totally
see a person
matters.
drowning. You see,
Look.
it's like you just see a person drowning.
It's
You
just
don't
a
know who it
person,
is.
dude.
Yeah, it's just a person drowning. You don't know.
Okay, I
who
would
it
save
is.
my dog then. I don't care. Like, the only
Yeah.
scenario where I can see myself saving the person if it's like a super hot chick, then I would do that. But otherwise, like, I don't care. I'll just save my dog. Or my cat drowning in the ocean.
Or your parakeet.
My pet
You know,
tarantula.
really like Louis,
I would save
well, I
that.
would probably save the person
Why?
just because I value human life more than animal life.
Why?
Damn.
Even
Louis,
if the animal
I hear about like
is
turkey
more
now.
to me than the person does.
I think about it like the person, if it's the average person, they are going to contribute as much to the world as the dog does.
You have more personal connections to the dog.
Uh-huh.
If yeah, but there's probably more people who have connections to that people than there are people who have connections to my dog.
But do you know them?
There's like 4 people who have like a strong connection to my dog.
What
But
if
the
your dog
person,
has a
it's
strong connection to
probably
that person?
more.
Look, if it's a hot chick, double D titties, then maybe I'll save the person. But if it's just some dude that I don't know, I'm going to save the dog. And I
I'd
think
save the
that's the
person.
only way to answer the question. So,
would save the
Ansa, you
person.
would save the dog too? Ollie?
Yeah, I'd save the dog.
Once
Yeah,
again,
I'd
really
probably
love
save the
Louis.
dog.
Obviously, in this situation, it is like hypothetical. Obviously, there's a lot of things that could change. You could probably save both of them or something like that. But yeah, I would save the human.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it. We're done.
Oh, I have one.
That
I
was
have
like
one.
2
No, I
hours.
have one. I have one. I have one.
Okay,
What
this
if
is the
you don't-
last
no,
one.
no, 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 we're done.
The last one.
Oh, yeah,
It
I
relates to
will
the dog.
leave
It
if you
relates-
keep
it relates-
talking.
it relates to the dog. Okay, so what if you're a
Save
dog?
Tuesday.
No, what if your dog? Would you save another dog or would you save a human?
This is the dumbest
I mean-
question. That one sucks.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Okay,
Just
we're
end
ending the
it.
podcast.
Just
Thank
end
you
it.
everybody for watching. This was Bro Connections. Goodbye.
Hi, man. Yeah, bye.